I could, I would bring the whole hood to the top of the world. And me is my world for free. I'm trying to give you what you came to see.
Kings and queens, what's going on? What's happening? I hope you're having a day just as amazing as you are. And if not, you better believe the best is yet to come. Thank you so much for tuning in to Black Couch Motivation. My name is Ian Williams. I hope you're fired up. I hope that moxie's running through your veins. Let's get it, baby. So today's topic is about changing what needs to be changed or remaining the same. You know, we all have things in our lives that we know we can correct or change in a means of adding more value or improving on our everyday life, whether that be in the workplace or our personal lives. Yet some of us still choose not to make those changes. And I'm talking to myself when I say this as well. Are we unconsciously telling ourselves that we are uninvested in our own lives? I choose not to believe that. You know, this past week through my job, I had a wonderful opportunity to go into a local high school and speak to some of the students. And you know what? Me and my boys, we got to ask them a number of questions. One of those questions being, what do we need to change or correct in a means of reaching our dreams and our goals? And some of the common answers were, I need to change my attitude. Maybe I'm too stubborn or I'm too hard-headed. Some said I need to change my environment. My environment's just negative, and sometimes it takes the positivity out of me. Sometimes it just pulls me back into that negative mentality. Some said I need to stop being so lazy. I don't have any ambition, or I'm not proactive in going after that dream or that goal. And you know what? The personal answer that I gave was that I need to become more organized and I need to start planning better. And then I followed all those answers with another question. Why haven't we made that change or that correction in our lives in a means of reaching that dream and goal? And you really know what? There is no right answer to it, because any answer that you have to that question is an excuse. Now, I'm not sure if you heard it through the news, or maybe you saw it on one of your social media platforms, or maybe you heard it through word of mouth. But someone who really made his name and his mark on this earth passed away on Sunday. And his name was Kobe Bryant at the age of 41. And no, I don't mean to speak on a morbid topic, but Kobe Bryant, as I understand it, committed himself to the game of basketball at the age of 13. As I understand it, Kobe Bryant embodied all the characteristics that we look for in someone who someday will be called a Hall of Famer. Embodied those characteristics even more so in someone that someday will be called one of the greatest players to ever play the game of basketball. And so what this should serve as to us is a wake-up call, ladies and gentlemen, because some of us have yet to commit to anything truly in our lives. Some of us feel that we're going to make changes and corrections in the future, and as this case shows, Kobe Bryant was 41 years old. That's young. He had just retired from the game of basketball. Life is not promised, nor is it guaranteed to any of us. Kings and queens, so those changes and those corrections that you say that you want to make in your life, make them right here, make them right now. Make them in the time that is guaranteed and the time that is promised to us, and that's the present. And so I got 3 things that I'm going to leave you with in a means of making those changes or corrections if you find yourself needing this video today. Here they go. Walk away from people and places who are not supporting the changes that you are trying to make in your life. I mean, I hate to say it, but if we stay around those same people and those same places, it will hold us back. And eventually, even if we start making those changes, we will revert back to our old ways and our old habits. And secondly, as I just got done speaking about the Kobe Bryant situation, we need to change our perspective about time. We can't see time as something that is promised or guaranteed. And so those changes that we want to make and see in our lives, we need to make them right here. We need to make them right now. And lastly, we need to commit to ourselves. We need to fully invest in ourselves. We need to go all in. I mean, if we were in a relationship, we wouldn't want anybody who is half committed. So why are we being half committed towards our goals? And even further than that, why are we being half committed to the changes we need to make in a means of accomplishing those goals? See, I want to end with this quote. Progress is impossible without change. And if you cannot change your mind, you cannot change anything. So kings and queens, let me say this. Let us change our minds so we can change our future, so we can change our life. As always, don't stop believing, dream big, and keep chasing. And until next time, I'm out.
Do you wanna be great? Do you wanna be great? Do you wanna be great?